So we are looking at the Zohar, Sefer Zohar, Parshat Noach, Daf Samach Zayin Amud Beis. It's Daf page Sadi Vav in the Matak Bedevash. The Zohar says like this: Rabbi Yitzchak Pasuk, Rabbi Yosef began to speak. He quotes a Pasuk in Yeshaya. Molech Liyamin, that it moved to the right of Moshe. Zroa Tifarta, it is the arm of his glory. Bokea Mayim Ipnechem, and it breaks the water, breaks waters from before it. La slow shame olam, and to make a name that would last forever. Da Chesed of Avraham, and what are we talking about? We're talking about the mirror of the merit of Avraham Avinu. Dihu Yeminim Moshe Tiferet de Moshe, because he's the right side of Moshe. Moshe is considered to be manifest in Tiferet, the Moshe. Begin kach bokeh of mayim mipnechem. For this reason, it's able to break open waters from before him. The Chesed of Avraham, because in the merit of Avraham, bokeh of mayim, he is a water breaker. Called dal lama. Why do we have all of this? So lama la'asos lo shem olam, to make him a name that would last forever. Now, what exactly are we talking about? So let's look at the Matak B'Devash. So Rabbi Yitzchak Pasuk Safar, so they want to take this Pasuk Molech the Yamin Moshe's Roa Tifarto Bokeya Mama B'Vneim. So let's go into the Matak B'Devash and Beforish, and he explains like this: Zroa Tifarto, when you say the arm of his Tiferes, Romas al Zechuso Shal Avraham, is to teach us about the merit of Avraham, Shehoyu Mushrash b'Chesed, who was rooted in the right line, which is the line of Chesed. So we have a concept of the three lines. The right line is Avraham, the left line is Yitzchak, and the middle line is Yaakov Avinu. So b'Chesed, Shehu Zeroa Yomim Shal Tiferes, which is the right arm of Tiferes. Tiferes is the body, and from the body comes out the arms. So therefore it's on the right side, Shal Moshe, Shehoyim Mushrash b'Tiferes, that Moshe was rooted in Tiferes. So Avraham Avinu will be at his right. Ki Zechuso Shal Avraham, because the merit of Avraham, he bokas mayim, it has the ability to be able to separate waters. What does that mean? Rasul Lomer Ayedecha Chesed. How do you separate water? So he said through Chesed. Shehu sod hamayim nivku'u mehayam nifnei b'nei Yisrael. So this is the concept of the water that was broken open. That's the waters of the sea, nifnei b'nei Yisrael, in front of the Jewish people. And why do we have all of this? He says, Al yedei hanisim she'asa the Yisrael, because through these miracles that were done for the Jewish people, Nasa the Moshe Shem Tov Ad Olam, Moshe received a good name forever. So let's go on to the next Zohar, and let's see what this Zohar says. It's a little bit longer, and let's try to work on the same thing we're doing. It says that I'm reading, I'm learning while we're reading, and at the same time I hope to be able to show you what the words are so that you could learn it yourself or just have an appreciation. It says, Ka Tochazi, come and see. Ma bein Moshe l'shar b'nei Alma. What's the difference between Moshe and anybody else in the world? Now remember that this is Parshat Noach, and we're sort of like looking at it in terms of relating Moshe to Noach. He said, B'shanta da'amach b'leg kutsha b'richel to Moshe, because at the moment that HaKadosh Baruch Hu said to Moshe, V'ata chanicholi. So this is the beginning of saying that I'll leave you. Chanicholi, leave me. And I'll get rid of the Jewish people, and I'll make you a great goy. I'll make you the Jewish people. And immediately Moshe said, so we're going to say that we're going to allow these dinim of the Jewish people to stand. In other words, that they be destroyed, because of me, for my sake. Hashta yemru b'kol inin b'nei alma da'ana katlis lo Yisrael. So he said, let me get a translation. It is Ata Yomer, all the world will say that Haragti, he said, Yisrael kama the Avid Noach. Let's see it again. Hashda Yemrum call Inun B'nei Alma, everybody in the world, all the nations of the world, to say, Da'ana Katli Slon the Yisrael, I'm the reason why the Jewish people were killed. Kama the Avid Noach, the same way as Noach. He said, the Kavan, the Amach Abeleh Kudsha Baricha, because once the Kodesh Baruch Hu came and said to Noach, who the Sheziv Le B'Tevusa, that he will save him. He'll save him, and he'll be saved inside of this ark. Kama de Itmar, like it said, like the Siva Ani Hinini Mevi as a Malbo Mayim, because he says, I'm bringing a flood to come to the world. Let's go to the word Dechsev as it's written. Va'ani Hinini, I, behold, Mevi as a Malbo Mayim. I'm going to bring a flood of water. Lukasiv umachisi as called the Yakudim, and I will wipe out all that stands. I shed asisim al penech adama that I made on the face of the earth. Ba'ani hini, they make him as brise, and I will establish my bris. And he's going to say with you, Noah. The basa el teva, and then they went into the teva. Came in the armor that the yishtasiv hu vonov. So once he said that you and your children, your family will be saved. Lo ba rachamem al alma v'isavidu. Then he didn't worry about, let's translate it. Lo ba rachamav, he didn't seek rachamim, that is mercy, al alma v'isavidu, on the world that is about to be destroyed. V'gin kach ikrun me'amabol al shemei, so therefore it's called by his name. It's the waters of Noah, kama da'at Amar, and we see this in B'shayaki, Mei Noach Zos. This is the waters of Noach Zos. Zosli asher nishbate ma'avor mei Noach. And this is what I said would pass through me, that I swore, and it was these are the flood, the waters of Noach. Now, first we started out by comparing water to Avraham Avinu, which is a concept of Chesed, kindness. So over here we're saying, and we compared it to Moshe, where Moshe did not want to be seen as the destroyer of the Jewish people. That's what everybody would say, so that he's going to make families after this. Amma Moshe. So Moshe says, Hashta. Because everybody will say that you're the one. Because of you, they all died. Begin to the goy godel, because it had said, I'm going to make you into a great nation. Hashta tovli the emun v'lo yishtetzen yisrael. So that better for me, the amos v'lo yishtetzen yisrael, that would be amos, that I'm not sure that I would die. V'lo yishtetzen yisrael, and the Jewish people should not be destroyed. Miyad v'yachol Moshe as penei Hashem Elokov. So immediately Hashem, he sought the face of Hashem Elokov, by Rachmim Alayhu, and he prayed for mercy for the Jewish people, v'yis'ar Rachmeh al Alma, and as a result of that mercy went out all through the world. Now let's read the Matuk Midrash, and we'll try to work it as much as we can. For Amar Shekol Zechah Lo Al Chinum. Ki Moshe Hoyeroi Lokach. So what does he mean? All of this was given to Moshe free because he was a person that was fit for this. Ki ba v'rei, come and see. Ma bein Moshe l'shar b'nei Adam, b'nei ha'olam. What's the difference between Moshe and all the rest of the people in the world? B'shah she'amar HaKadosh Baruch Hu to Moshe, because when HaKadosh Baruch Hu said to Moshe, Shelo yispalo al Yisrael, that he should stop praying for the Jewish people. Mimcha yatsa klal Yisrael, and I'll make a new klal Yisrael, because these people are unmanageable. Now, look at us today. Look at how many of us actually observe the Torah, are interested in the Torah, are even interested in the Jewish people. You have 50% of the Jews in New York are going to vote for this Jew hater named Mamdani. How did you get to a position like that? Miyad Amar Moshe, immediately Moshe said, Miyad Amar V'ki Ezav Dinim Shal Yisrael B'shvil Tovasi. I should abandon the Jewish people for my own good, so that I should become the Jewish people. So then he goes on, he says, Ata Yom B'kol B'nei HaOlam. So now all the people in the world would say, Sha'ani haragta Yisrael, that it's me. Because of me, they were all destroyed. Ratzon Alom Amida said of Avudam v'Kliyasim shall Yisrael Yikra al Shemi, that their destruction of the Jewish people will be called Moshe's destruction. It'll be called after my name. Kamosha also Noach, because that's exactly what happened with Noach. Shekevin she'amach b'lo Kodesh Baruch Hu sheyatzal osach b'teva. So since the Kodesh Baruch Hu said that he would save him in the teva. Let's get back down here. Let's see where we're at. Afal pi she'am b'lo Kodesh Baruch Hu sheyave mabul. Even though that he said, a Kodesh Baruch Hu came along and he says, look, I'm going to bring a mabul on the world, but you I'm going to save. V'yimches kol b'nei ha'olam, and I'm going to wipe out everybody in the world. Because those Kevin Sha'amalo Shayatzil also, because this is tell you an insight, is he trying to tell us, as Zohar Rebbe Shimon is trying to tell us an insight about Noach. So he says, a Kevin that sins, Sha'amalo Shayatzil also, that as Kodesh Baruch Hu said to Noach that he was going to save him, Vas Bonav and also his children, Lo Bikesh Rachmin Abanecha Odavine Evdu. So he didn't seek mercy. He didn't pray for mercy for the rest of the people, and they were all destroyed. So therefore the waters of the flood were called by the name of Moshe. Of Noach. Harisha Kodesh Baruch Hu Koras as a Mabul May Noach, because he calls him by the name of the waters of Noah, Ki'ilu Hu Gorim La'ave as a Mabul. It's as if he is the cause for the flood. V'la'aved as Kala Olam, and to destroy the whole world. V'lachein, keeping on with the light print, Alma Moshe, so there Moshe says like this, Ata Yoma B'nei Ha'olim She'ani Haragte Chas Yisrael. So Moshe says that if I was to go and make the Jewish people all of my children, just in other words, I would breed the new Jewish people, then they would say that I killed you, the Jewish people, for my sake. The Hainu, that is to say, B'shvil Tavasi, to make things better for me, because I'd be the head of the Jews. That was it, which of course he is the head of the Jews, but going on. And this is the reason why he is in fact the astounding leader of the Jewish people who delivered the Torah to us. Ata Yoser Tovli she'emos, that better for me that I should die. V'lo ya'avdu Yisrael, and the Jewish people would not be destroyed. He takes this pasuk and he said, "V'yad v'yachol Moshe et pnei Hashem Elokav." Pirush, what does that phrase mean? Boy rachamim alayhu. He then immediately started to pray for mercy on the Jewish people. So that's basically what we need to do now. The Jewish people are messed up we've been through so much. Now, Eretz Yisrael is available to us. You have to fight for it, but we can go there. There's different ways of finding. You can fight with prayer also. So therefore, immediately Moshe Rabeinu bikesh rachamim aleichem on the Jewish people, which we need to do. Because this is a quote. He says, Lama Hashem, why? You, Hashem. You should kindle your anger on your people. Zohar Avraham, remember Avraham. V'ora rachamim ala olam, and arouse mercy on the world. V'hetzil as Klal Yisrael, and save the Jewish people. So here's a shtickle Zohar that we're saying here in Parshat Noach. Gives us an idea of the differences between Noach. Let's say, for example, I'm not that sure that that's really what he wants to say, but in the end, it's Chesed that delivers. This is Baruch Fleischman, Tikkun Elevator Call.